So we gonna get right to it, man. We not gonna sit around and play around with it today. Um, Let me explain to y'all why I can't stand the police. And it's really, really like out of control how these cops are out of control. So I'm literally chilling at the light, not even at a light yet, right? I was at my man's studio. I was leaving, and the neighborhood he live in is like white, white. And I got lost when I made the wrong turn. I made a left turn and I got lost, right? So I'm like, oh damn. So I put the GPS on just to get me out the neighborhood. Well, if you go in this neighborhood, there's like a sheriff like on every block, right? Like a sheriff truck, SUV type joint. So I guess like this lady saw that I had passed her house like twice. She goes, and I'm assuming this is how it played out. She went and told the dude next door who was her neighbor because I saw the sheriff truck, right? And I'm telling you, I'm in New Braunfels, Texas, which is the most racialist place you can go. I drive down, boom, I'm on a Dove crossing, right? I go to the light, dead ass, go to the light, turn my blinker on purpose, make a right, get to the next light, make a left to get towards the highway. I pass up like two stores or whatever. I go under the bridge. I'm getting ready to hop on 35. He turns his lights on. Boom. So, all right. So I pull over on the access road. He wants me to turn and pull over more. I'm like, nah, parking right here. The world gonna see it, right? So walk up. He said, yo, his exact words, why would you pass by here two times? I'm like, yo, did I break a law? That's all I asked him. I couldn't get my phone out quick enough, right? So I'm like, yo, did I break a law? He was like, no, it's not a law to pass somebody's house. I say, is it a law if you got lost to try to, find your way out? He was like, nah, that's not a law, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, so I immediately was like, then why did you stop me? Because this is an illegal detainment. And he's like, nah, I'm just making sure that you're okay. I didn't call for your help. You know what I'm saying? So what he said, you're going to jail. Nah, I thought I was. Well, hold on, I'm gonna get to it. So I said to this cop, I said, why you ain't asking my white boy up in here if he got an issue or if he lost? Like you ain't asking him no questions, right? So yeah, you could do that. Hurry up. So he ain't say nothing. His another cop come get on the side of where my homeboy at, and he's like, "Yo, roll the window down." I'm like, "Nah, I ain't rolling the window down. Nigga, he ain't got nothing to do with this traffic stop, so I ain't rolling the window down." He was like, "Why are you making this difficult?" I said, "Yo, why are you pulling me over because somebody else told you something?" Yo, he was hella pissed after that. I'm like, "Supervisor." I immediately went to the supervisor, and he was like, "You want my supervisor?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want your supervisor because with one, you're illegally stopping me because you only stopped me because I got lost in the neighborhood where my homeboy live at, and now you wanna do this." So, supervisor, if you know anything about Texas police officers, I ain't saying all of them, but some of them are so corrupt that they'll plant stuff in your car, they'll make up stuff as you go. Now, mind you, there's a whole time that we going through this bullshit, right? This month they ain't asked me for my ID, no insurance or nothing, right? Mind you, he pulled me over. He ain't asked for none of that, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Supervisor. Supervisor shows up. He said, how can I help you, sir? Cool white dude, right? Cool. I said, yo, I explained the scenario to him. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah. So I asked him, is his body camera on? So he asked me, yo, your body cam on? Yeah. Is your dash cam on? Yeah. Okay, cool. So he's like, cause I said, I'm gonna have my lawyer ask for all stuff when I sue y'all for an illegal stop. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay. He was like, so you were in the neighborhood, you got lost, you put your GPS on? I said, yeah, because I didn't know how to get to the highway. You know what I'm saying? He said, so what did you put in your GPS to get you to the highway? So everybody know me. I know one space in New Braunfels. I put
Iron Horse restaurant, because that'll take you right to the highway. I do that every single time I get lost. I just say, take me to the Iron Horse. The Iron Horse gonna get me where I need to go, right? He's like, yeah, you ain't lying. That's that. And then I showed him, boom, look. The supervisor was like, all right, you got your body camera on. What does that say? Said, Iron Horse, you ain't lying. All right, cool. I said I got pulled over because I was a black man in a white neighborhood, but I got a white boy with me. They ain't ask him one question, not one. I said, okay, cool. All right. The supervisor's like, would you like to make a complaint? I'm like, absolutely. Now I'm not dumb. I'm not going to the New Braunfels Police Department because once you walk in there, you ain't walking out. I'm not going in there. I'm like, nah, I can do the complaint over the computer. Yeah, give me the information. Give me his name. So they gave me his information, badge number, all that. Now he pissed, right? Mind you, he a sheriff. He pissed. Man, you don't even gotta go this route. Nothing, right? So we getting ready to leave. The other cop over here, Barney Fight, got his hand on his gun the whole time. Like, all right. He's like, can you roll the window down for him for safety reasons? So I cracked it. That's as far as it need to go. The the supervisor started laughing. He was like, "Oh, you know your rights, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't gotta open a window for him. I don't care about his rights. If he's scared, he shouldn't be a cop, right?" So they was like, "Okay, boom. Is there anything in the car that you know illegal?" I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, "There's nothing in here." He's like, "I think it smells like marijuana." I said, "You been here 15 minutes. You ain't say that at all, bruh. Not at all. Mind you, I don't smoke and I don't drink. So you in trouble as soon as you start trying to go through this car, right?" My homeboy looked at him and was like, "You know my parents are attorneys, right? You do know we finna get in your ass, right?" That's my homeboy, calm as shit. He said it's about to go down. He get on the phone. They tell him he can't get on his phone. So he got one of them iPhones. He put his phone on the dash and he talked to the Siri thing. Siri call mom. Siri get on speakerphone. He talking to his mom. His mom going hard, boy. And mind you, my home. I mean, we grown. His mom going hard. What? The badge number? Get the supervisor back. Oh, we on your ass. Cause she hate New Braunfels police. She hate them, right? New Braunfels police will set you up. If they can't pin one thing on you, they'll try to pin something else on you. Say what? No, I'm not saying that, yo. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, yo, can I search the vehicle? I'm like, no. You have no probable cause to search my vehicle. What is your reasonable articulate suspicion for even, stopping me? Oh, well, you got lost in the neighborhood and that looks suspicious. Now, people hear what I'm saying. I got lost in a neighborhood, so that looks suspicious. So I'm like, all right, cool. Dude's a cornball. We not finna do this. I'm like, nah, you can't search my vehicle. Well, we'll get the dog out here. You gonna get the dog out here because I got lost in the neighborhood and now you want to go another route. Okay, cool. What's going on, Kel, is that, I mean, Kobe, I'm sorry. Hey, my son named Kobe, but with an E. What's going on is the police department in Texas, in New Braunfels, Texas. I don't want to pin all the cops together because there's some good cops out there. Stopped us for getting lost in a neighborhood and then just continue to fish. Like, they just wanted us to just throw our rights away. And I know my rights. I know my First Amendment, my Fourth, my Fifth. I know all my amendments, right? So I'm not giving you permission to search my vehicle. They go get the dog. My man's got the camera. He's like, watch how the dog not gonna hit. He gonna try to make him hit. Watch. So I'm like, yo, I'm just letting you know if the dog scratch up my shit, y'all paying for it. I'm not even playing. So the dog don't hit on nothing. Oh well, he was around the tire, and I'm like, bro, we got this whole thing on video. You do realize, like, once we figure out y'all are lying, we gonna sue the whole department. Like, everybody getting sued, even the grandmother that gave you life, gone, right? So exactly. So this is what ends up happening. They had another cop pull up who we know is been on YouTube and everything for corrupt shit, right? Can you roll the back window down? Hell no. Hell no. What we can do at this point is get out the vehicle. we can get out. At this point, now mind you, the sergeant is like, nah, y'all good, y'all can get ready to go. But this other cop is still ramped up. I thought the sergeant had more say so than the beat cop, but I guess not. He said, it smells like marijuana. The sergeant's like, I don't smell it. Mind you, my man's got everything on video. We gonna upload to YouTube, right? He like, I don't smell it. You feel me? I don't smell it. I smell it, Sarge. You gotta smell it. Like, I just tell you he don't smell it. And he's like, I don't smell nothing. Now mind you, Sergeant standing right there, window all the way down, everything, right? We trying to leave. He says, oh, I should give you a ticket because your tire's low. I'm like, write the ticket, bro. Write it right now. Write the ticket. Because I'm sure all my tires are not evenly done. So write the ticket. Hurry up. Let's get on with it. He said to me, you got an attitude. I said, I don't like you. I'm going to let you know now I don't like you. I don't care for you. Nothing. I don't like you. Period. I got the First Amendment, freedom of speech. I don't like you. Now, mind you, he outside. It's hot as shit. If you in Texas, you understand. It was 102 yesterday. Turn your car off. Man, I ain't turning shit off, nigga. We got the AC blowing, bro. We ain't gonna sit here and sweat with y'all. You tripping, bro. He said, give me the keys. Give me the keys to what? It's a push start car, dummy. So whether you take the key or not, it ain't gonna turn off. The AC still gonna blow, right? Get upset, whatever. Ham hock eating motherfucker, right? So my man's just like, yo, my mom said don't say nothing else. All right, cool. Where y'all going? Quiet. Crickets. He mad. Where y'all coming from? Mind you, I done already told you where we coming from. Well, what are you doing in the city limits? I could go where the fuck I want to go. That's exactly how I got it. I had enough. I had enough because you not even trying to get on my homeboy who is sitting right next to me. You asking me a million questions, right? Am I on probation? Do I got a felony? Do I got a parole officer? Like, what? I said, this is some bullshit, right? I'm hot at this point. I'm hot because I'm still waiting for him to question my man's the same question. He never did. So I just go straight into, you only stop me because I'm black. That's it. I'm a black man in a nice car. That's why you stop me. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. It's because a white woman came and told you that a black dude in a white neighborhood was driving around and you thought something else. So he was like, yeah. On body camera, he said, yeah. On the camera, on the iPhone, he said, yeah. I'm like, what is going on, bro? And then y'all wonder why. And I don't mean no disrespect to my white people because I got a white best friend. Then you wonder why black people don't fool with white people like that. Because we see how we get treated different, right? If my mans wasn't sitting next to me watching this whole thing unravel, I'd be like, I'd have a distaste in my mouth for people other than blacks and Mexicans, for real. So what ends up happening is the sergeant's like, look, I want to give you this case number. I want to give you this. Boom. Call whoever you need to call. I said, oh, I'm calling Internal Affairs. So my homeboy mom said, nah, we going higher than that. I want his job. Woo. Now, white people, I don't know if y'all know, but when black moms are mad, it's a different kind of mad. But when a white, powerful mom is mad, it's like, whew, whew. And I say this respectfully. White, angry moms, you're messing with one of their kids, and mind you, she look at me like a son. But you got her youngest son in the car. Oh, she say that's your ass. Her exact words, we on your ass. His whole facial expression changed. Now I was just saying, nah. She on your ass, Chico. Or Barney fight, whatever you want to be called. She on your ass from here on out. Because we have a certain law that you can't stop a person for no reason, right? You didn't even run my plates. That's the cold part about it. You just pulled me over because your neighbor said something. Then when you got here, you just start asking random questions, raising your voice. We looking at him like, damn, dog, what's wrong with you? You all right? But because I kept my cool and my man's called who he had to call, and he videotaped the whole encounter, that's why they was mad, bro. I'm gonna tell all y'all, get y'all a dash cam, get y'all like a camera phone, like a regular phone, whatever. And when you get pulled over by the laws, keep that damn thing rolling. Get it where you can get them both at the same time. Get them both. You know what I'm saying? Because like for me, I felt very disrespected. Even my friend who's white, he felt disrespected because he saw the racial profiling they was doing. Finally, towards the end, the other cop was like, "Hey, can I see your ID?" My homeboy, he going to law school. He 40 some years old, almost finished. He just started like doing law with his family and stuff. He looked over at him and said, "Absolutely not." Just like that. Absolutely not. You guys waited too long, and this traffic stop has been more than 15 minutes. Name and badge number. That's all. My homeboy was cooler than the other side of the pillow. He said, "This how you handle him, Carter. You don't say nothing. Name and badge number." And now you part of the lawsuit. Boom. Right? So we get ready to leave New Braunfels, right? We get ready to get back on the highway. We know it's coming, bro. We know it's coming. I hit the blinker. Mind you, he videotaping the whole thing, me hitting the blinker the whole nine, right? We get on the highway. We are about to enter into Shirts, Texas, and they stop us again. They stop us again. Dude say my tail light out. Now, mind you, we just got done dealing with the New Braunfels cop, but the thing that was like when he pulled me over, I had just entered into where it says now entering Shirts, right? So you couldn't really do nothing at that point because I'm in a whole different jurisdiction and we gonna videotape it, right? And he's on that BS. You was saying names and badge numbers like you said something like the police is scared of that. JC, let me tell you something. You ask for a name and a badge number because when you make a report and you send it up the chain of command like Internal Affairs don't like crooked cops. They go and look in their whole background, their whole folder. I just want to make sure you know. I know asking them for name and badge numbers ain't really shit to the public, but to the people behind the scenes who get tired of these crooked cops doing crooked things and they're paying them not to be crooked, it definitely has something. It does something to them. And if you ever get stopped, ask a cop for his name and badge number. Watch how quick the scenario changes, right? Especially when you ain't doing nothing. So we get into Shirts. He's like, your tail lights out. I'm like, you got jurisdiction in Shirts? He was like, well, no. I said, well, I'm in Shirts. I'm not in New Braunfels. You didn't pull me over in New Braunfels. You pulled me over right when I entered into Shirts. He was like, I'm just giving you the heads up that your tail lights out. I'm like, well, can we get out and look? Well, you can after it stop. Well, let us get out and look now. Because we can hit the brake and see if the tail light is out. It's broad daylight anyway. My homeboy said, yeah, we can get out and check. He get out, hit the brake. Oh, well, that brake is on. That tail light is on. Oh, that tail light is on. So, name and badge number. He get in the car and leave, but we got the cop car number and the time, right? Because it's retaliation. We are going to sue these motherfuckers for real. We not finna play with them. Mind you, it ain't even a money thing for us. It's a respect factor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me get out and your ass get tased. Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I'm surprised he didn't try to pull that. But so we gave all the videos and everything to my homeboy, gave it to his mom, and the second stop as well. We got the guy's face, all that, right? These cops in Texas are the worst, right? Especially when you go into these little small German towns and these little other towns. No disrespect to the German people, but when you go into these little German towns like New Braunfels, Shirts, and things like that, they're really racial as hell, like for real, for real. And this is why I don't go down there. You know what I'm saying? But what I did realize was I wasn't doing anything that required me to be worried. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry because I don't do illegal activities, right? So when I'm sitting there trying to explain to my homeboy why I'm so pissed, I'm like, yo, dog, it's upsetting because even when you doing the right thing, they'll find a reason to make it look like the wrong thing. And I'm talking about in general, right? So I'm like, I'm going home. Like, it's Labor Day weekend. I don't really go places no way. I might go eat dinner, you know what I'm saying, and chill. Like I chill to myself majority of the time. I don't go out and eat with people. I don't go hang with people. I just go, it's just me most of the time, right? So um a lot of scared scared cops out there, man. They use the gun first and see questions later. Facts. Don't give them a reason to. Your life is worth more than pride. Oh, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like my heart was beating fast the whole time, right? Because I've seen how this can play out. As a black man, I'm black and Puerto Rican, but as a black man in America, I know my life can end for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know my life can end just for me being black. I get it. But I didn't want to use the black race card on a cop who I knew was only stopping me for a racial reason because a white rich lady told you I was in the neighborhood and I passed her house twice. Now, she got every right to feel how she want to feel, but that don't mean you got the right to pull me over. You know what I'm saying? And I live in Texas. I'm from New York, first of all. I know the worst kind of cops. But when you're in Texas and I'm like I said, not all cops in Texas are bad. But when you go to these small towns, they really be trying to flex their muscle. They really do. I done seen cops pull the most dirtiest stunts on people. That's why when he came and tried to get loud, I just looked at him like, "Are you all right? You having a rough day?" Well, you was in this neighborhood. Man, I can go anywhere I want. I don't even have to live in a neighborhood to drive through it. I might be looking for a house. You don't know what I'm doing. But you can't pull me over because somebody feels uncomfortable. That ain't against the law. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody's like, man, you should get your camera and just go different spots and see if they gonna violate your rights. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm not gonna go fall, do all the baiting and all that. That ain't my swag. You heard? I ain't doing all that because I still want to be respected as a human being and I want to live. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, when we leave shirts, we go to my homeboy house. His mom start typing it up. She get the video. I don't know who the fuck she sent it to, but I could tell you what. Within an hour and a half, her phone rang, and it was somebody important on the other end. She said, "I gotta step out the room. Y'all can't hear this." Cool. I'm leaving anyway. So, and mind you, I've been getting into politics and things of these natures. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to create. I have my own company called Envy Clothing, and I'm trying to take it to the next level. And that's why you see me dressed up in suits lately. That's why you see me dressed in press. You know what I'm saying? Because I sit around these conferences with these rich people, and I'm in a good space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about anything other than trying to be a multimillionaire. So when I see people violating our constitutional rights is important. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Democrat, I don't care about Republican, I don't care about none of that stuff. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I argue with some of my constituents who say that they agree with the way our president is just kidnapping people off the streets, illegal or illegal, and just die like that. They was like, let me ask you a question. Would you rather him make a mistake and take people off the streets that are legal and find out later on they're legal and release them? I'm like, well, nah. I suggest you do your job, check ID, see if they're, because not all Spanish people speak Spanish. Let's keep it real. But if you don't sound like you speak, if you sound like you don't speak proper English, you want to arrest them? Like, no, bro. Like, what if all black people was only taught to speak African? So we got to get arrested even though we born here? So that's why I say, like, white laws and black laws is two different laws. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I got love for everybody. I want to see everybody win. But I will not stand by and watch wrong, corrupt stuff happen and just stand by and watch it happen. It doesn't happen that way. For me, being who I am, coming from where I come from, like, I'm not perfect. Now, I'll be honest. I've been in trouble with the law when I was younger. Absolutely. But that's how you learn from things. You learn from that. I've been on the same job 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't bother nobody. Like, people say I'm bored, I'm lame, I'm this, I'm that, because I'd rather go to work, make my money, change lives where I can change lives, and go home. Go home. Like, that's it. I created my businesses because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to see how hard it was to create a multi-million-dollar label. And I've done that. I'm on my way to having my goals, not my dreams, my goals. And once I reach that goal, I can sit back and chill and be like, yo, I'm good out here. A lot of people are gonna look at you and say, man, this dude went through it a lot. Yo, hold up. What this motherfucker just called me? Nigga, where you at? Yo, I don't even know who you is, B, but my word is bond. You ever call me out my name again, we can figure it out. Where the fuck is my money, Carter? Yo, J-Mo, yo, you a funny cat, yo. I almost went off on you, B. You better stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe nobody no money. I ain't never owed a person $1 in my life. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no, I know. Yo, where's my money? I know, American Gangster with Denzel Washington. I know what it is. I know what it is. Like, for real, for real. So it is what it is, y'all. I'm about to hop off. Y'all holler at me and make it do what it do.